Every time somebody died, people acting like they went to heaven already. You know what I mean? Rappers and all that. Oh, he's in heaven looking down on us.
Yes.
You don't know what this motherfucker could have did.
Oh, you
don't know what your grandmother...
My grandmother might be in hell.
Your grandmother could have set her nigga up to get killed. And didn't even tell you.
But
you just know her as old grandma. She's not going to tell you that. So what I'm trying to tell you is that she may not even... Everybody got to get judged. Everybody, regardless if you like it or not.
Right.
The babies, the people that don't get judged is the ones that was like, that might have died when they was like premature or 5 months old or...
You made me think
You see what I'm saying?
I do, but...
Everybody got to get judged.
That's hilarious, man. Ghostface definitely has a point with that. I'm definitely on his side with that. You never know what the person's done. But, I mean, nowadays, that doesn't really get, like, said that often. Like, most of the time, at least through my experience, a lot of people will be like, oh, this person died, so, like, if that's, like, an evil person, like, say, like, Hitler. Most people would say that Hitler went to hell, not heaven, right? So, I mean, it depends on, like, knowing the person and knowing the history behind the person, the kind of person who they are or whatever. Like, somebody's, like, I don't know, somebody's relative could be, like, a good person most of his or her life. So, yeah, you're going to think that person went to heaven. But, I mean, if you don't know the person, then, like, what Ghostface is saying makes sense, right? You don't know where that person's been through in their life. They're a random stranger you've never heard of. They pass away and you automatically assume they went to heaven. Like, so I'm on Ghostface's side when you look at it like that. But, I mean... It's an interesting, that's an interesting one, that's for sure.
News in 60 seconds. A female pedestrian was struck by a police vehicle. And they gave her a ticket for jaywalking. As if getting hit by a car isn't enough. An Ontario man won the lottery.
That's crazy.
But they said he cannot claim his prize because he doesn't remember where he bought the ticket. I don't know if this is a thing in Canada. If you're from Canada and you have experience with lottery, can you clarify this? Do you have to remember where you bought the ticket, or do they think it could be fake?
Yeah, that's
this inmate says that rat gave birth in his pants while he was in jail. But apparently this is, like, not the greatest prison. So you did some bad stuff to get there, probably. I'm not accusing, I'm just saying. Fox kicked off its Summer of Soccer, where fans tune in to watch Switzerland versus Hungary, but instead, they got bass fishing. Now, I love bass fishing, not gonna lie. Probably more so than soccer, if we're being honest. But if you like this, like and follow. I do these every day. I would appreciate it.
Yeah, so the one thing that this guy said that caught me off guard is the police hitting the one jaywalker and they got a ticket for jaywalking. Like, that's kind of insane, bro. Like, imagine your, like, leg is broken or something off of it and you get a ticket for jaywalking on top of that. Like, that would get that person so mad. Like, that's crazy. But another thing too, the lottery guy. So when you win the lottery, you have to know where you bought the ticket from. I think that does, like, that's a sketchy one though, because, like, what if it's like $1 million and you can't cash it because you can't remember where you bought it? But I mean, like, for $1 million and, like, I don't know, like, if the ticket's not fake, then you should for sure remember where you bought it, right? Like, that money is gonna make you remember where you bought it. But at the same time, like, they definitely have to put that rule in place, because a lot of people can fake out winning tickets and try to, like, confuse, like, Lotto 49 or whatever into thinking that they actually won. So, like, that's something you could definitely fake out. That's probably why they have that rule in place, so that nobody can, like, cheat the system and, like, just, you know what I mean, win free money. But I don't know.
When I said Eminem can't be the GOAT, hip-hop's most popular rappers came out and tried to chastise Dr. Umar in defense of Eminem. But when Beyonce came out with the Cowboy Carter album as #1 for black artists, those white country musicians and their fan base attacked Beyonce vehemently. They tried to destroy that sister's credibility in the country music world. Even though the roots of country music go to the slave plantations of America. The country music, the guitar, and all of that was born on the plantations where our ancestors were enslaved. So Beyonce has every right to get into country music. But guess what? They consider that their territory. And had white people invented country music, I would have no problem with them telling Beyonce to stay out of our music. Because we want the best person in this genre to be one of us. I would have no problem with it. The only problem with it is we actually invented country music, not white folks. But had they invented it, I would respect their decision and tell Beyonce, leave their music alone. But because we invented country music, Beyonce has all the right in the world to make a country music album if she wants to. It's the double standard. Everybody has a right to exploit black art. Everybody has a right to appropriate black art. Everybody has a right to take advantage of black art. But let you try to infiltrate their art. Let you try to infiltrate their culture. They will reject you and send you back to where you come from. We have to accept everybody. Nobody has to accept us.
So interesting points, man. Dr. Umar, I think that's his name, Dr. Umar. This guy has some crazy debates, a lot of like touchy topics that he'll bring up, especially when it comes to race, because that's like his main thing, talking about like black people, black history, and all of that. He gets a little bit strict with it when it comes to like his ideology of like how things are supposed to be between black people, white people, like all races, and like there's a lot of things I kind of disagree with when he's talking about these kind of things. And this is kind of a situation where I sort of disagree with him, but like I kind of agree with him at the same time. Like I feel like all music should just be for everybody. Beyonce trying to make country music, just let her make country music. She's one of the greatest singers of all time in my personal opinion. I think Beyonce is definitely up there, male or female, one of the greatest singers of all time in like history of singers. So like, why not allow her to try country music? Like, you know what I mean? She shouldn't do it because she's a black woman. Like, same with hip hop. Like, you got guys like Eminem, rest in peace, Mac Miller, Yellow Wolf. There's a lot of great white rappers that I personally listen to, and it's like not a big deal to me. So like, I don't know about this whole like, this is black music, this is our history, so white people shouldn't do it, or country music supposed to be black people started country music. Like, yo, just it's whatever, man. Just let anybody do anything. Like, that's just me, but I don't know.
The Toronto police canceled Schoolboy Q's concert and said they don't want any TDE artists performing. Schoolboy said Top was just with Wayne and Baby, SMH. Party Next Door just had a show at the Palladium. If we wanted to get y'all, we would have just did it. Now when somebody get hurt, don't cry. Actually, I get it. Never mind, this shit low-key hilarious. I don't know why Dot put me in that fucking video. Either this is a reaction to the Rick Ross incident or Drake made a call. Probably the former. That second tweet, though, I don't want to play those games with Los Angeles.
Yo, I'm actually with what this guy said, bro, and I made a video about this earlier. Like, I didn't want this rap battle to turn into something like this, where it's turned into like a beef thing, and then it'll turn into like a Canada versus America thing. Like, we definitely don't want that, man. This is supposed to be just like a fun battle between two of the greatest rappers of all time. Just like a nice fun back and forth thing, you know, nothing serious about it. That's why I was kind of sketching out about like the whole Rick Ross thing going to Vancouver, and you know what I mean? That situation could have been a lot worse than what actually happened, you know what I mean? So I really hope that cools down and Canadian artists can go to California, perform, no problem. California rappers can come to Toronto or anywhere in Canada and then perform their stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Drake fans shouldn't take it too much to heart, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to make it a Canadian versus America thing, man. Like, this is just supposed to be like some fun battle, bro. Like, yo, don't take it too serious, right? Like, that's how I feel about those tweets, man. And you definitely don't want to be playing with the dude like Schoolboy Q. That's another thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
reincarnated, I'm a stargazer. Life goes on, honey, to all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. I keep a horn on me, that come my seat. I peep ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet. Woke up looking for the broccoli. I keep a horn on me, that come my seat. I peep ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.
that's crazy, man. Yeah, that's actually pretty insane that he was able to get all of those all the titles of those songs all into like a verse, and they're all supposed to be songs that Drake took lyrics from. Like, again, man, just like talking about the last clip that we just seen, bro, like this battle was pretty significant, man, in hip hop history. These two are like very high level lyricists. I feel like Drake held back just a bit, didn't take it as serious as Kendrick, and if he really did take it serious, he would have really shown what he can really do on the mic too. But Kendrick Lamar just like snapped, I think, in his battle, and this video is like an indication that he really like, yo, you know what I'm saying? He really took Drake out with this battle, bro. Like, that's insane. I don't even think Drake can do something like that. You know what I mean? Take the titles of each song that maybe Kendrick took lyrics from, and then like that's insane, bro. That's actually insane.
Oh my god. Hey, that's exactly like me. From the third floor, it's gonna zoom right past him, and they're gonna hear it hit the first quickly,
Oh
the dummy
my
away, and they're just gonna see me
God,
lying there, and I'm gonna give up unharmed.
Imagine, could be on screen. What's that? Oh my god, oh my god.
This would get me, man. This would get me like that. Like, that's crazy.
But he also...
Oh my god, bro. That's crazy, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Alright.
Do that for... Are you okay? Today, but are you
That's a crazy prank, bro. Like, yo, that's an insane prank, man. Oh man, that would, if I was the person that they're trying to prank or they're trying to interview, that would get me. I would think that was real, bro. Especially the acting, like the guy, he used a body double, a dummy, to make it look more real. And even like hitting the ground and him going like, oh yeah, he gave off like a very realistic scream, like of pain afterwards. I think that got a lot of people too, bro. And then just like seeing the guy just get up and it's like a prank, like that would make me trip out so much, bro. Like, oh man, that's an insane prank, man. I don't know if I could do that to people, bro.